What's happening, everyone? My name is Speedstreak. Welcome back to Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. Now, if you're probably wondering why is there a Terminator robot there, well, let me explain. So, in the last episode, what we did was that we went back in time and this time chose the green door with the chromatic doors after the whole elevator. Ouch. Sorry about that. Okay, let me start over. Damn itch. What's happening, everyone? My name is Speedstreak. What's happening, everyone? My name is Speedstreak. Welcome back to Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. Now, you're probably wondering why. Hey, why is there a robot Terminator here? Well, let me explain. So what we did in the last episode is that we went back in time to where we were at the chromatic doors after the elevator, after we opened up floor B, and we chose the green door, and that led us to the Gaulem Bay, where we looked at the puzzles, and it was actually a little easier than the rec room, and we discovered that this place is sort of like a bay for robots, which I don't know why why the robots are contained in here. And then not only were we able to solve everything, but we were also able to find the 2 key cards, as well as sort of like a plug or a strange key for something. And I theorized that it could be like probably leading to Kay's suit. But just when we were about to leave the Gaulem Bay, we heard someone, and we thought it was I mean, I don't know why, but Sigma thought it was like either Alex or Luna, but it's not really them. But then at the end of the episode, it was the robot who's talking. And I don't know why, but I don't know why the robot is talking, but it could be that we pressed a button and that turned the robot on. Well, he was deactivated before. But I have a theory that what's interesting, I did say this in the last episode, well, at the end of the last episode, is that when Kay and Sigma were visiting the Gaulem Bay searching for answers in the previous timeline, the robot was not there. So, could it be that the robot was in the building? I don't know, but let's find out.
Ain't right for a fellow's back to feel like this.
It's a robot.
And it's talking.
Yeah.
With an accent.
Can't help it, Flower. Didn't choose to talk like this, not by half. Now, Alice, darling.
Huh? What? Wait, what? How did it know your name?
Do I rightly recollect you characterising my speech as coarse?
Oh, he overheard us, okay.
Well, that's right, cruel it is. You really think I asked for this? See, they figured they'd give us all a, personality.
So, wait, you're an AI?
Some tosser thought they'd give me this one. It ain't right, I tell you.
Yeah, I'm just as confused as you are. So, what the hell are you?
Cooper.
Cooper? If you're a barrel maker, then I'm an astronaut.
Right you are, me old son, right you are. Well, go on, have a butcher's, mate. What do I look like to you? Robot, you say?
Yeah.
Well, nearly there, but they call us Gaulems round here.
Golem. Oh, I get it now. It's sort of like like Gaulem. I think it's, from what I remember, it's the lore around it states it's sort of like a protector or something. I believe, yeah, it's sort of like a, if I remember correct, I think it's, yeah, it's, yeah, I think they turn.
Golem?
Yes, that's it, Gaulem.
Oh, I've heard of golems. They're
Yes,
sort of monsters, I guess, from Jewish folklore.
exactly. That's it from Jewish folklore. I know I've heard about them before.
They're made from clay, and they look like men. They're supposed to do whatever their master, or a creator, or whatever commands them to do.
Yeah, they're supposed to be like guardians or protectors. What's interesting is that I remember there was a show called Extreme Ghostbusters, which actually shows, well, like the next generation of Ghostbusters dealing with a golem.
Well, aren't you a clever bird? You are, of course, correct.
I see.
The Golem of myth is a clay creation that moves under its own power.
I see.
Our spellings are might different, though.
That's true.
The original blokes are spelt Golem, but me and me mates are Gaulem.
Wait a minute, original? Wait a minute, there's more than you?
That's an acronym for General Purpose Autonomous Labour Electronic Machine.
Oh, I see.
The truth to tell, it's a bit rubbish when you write it out all like that. But I figure they wanted to make sure they had the Golem thing in there, you know? What with us being robots and all.
I see. Okay, that makes a whole lot of sense. So, should I just call you Golem?
That don't seem quite kosher. After all of me mates here are golems too.
Okay, if you put it that way, yeah.
I couldn't very well call all of you lot human, could I?
Fair point.
What should we call you then?
Yeah.
Well, we've all got a product ID, and they're unique. I
Oh,
figure that's as good a name as any.
And your ID is?
yeah.
GTM-CM-G-OLM.
GTMCMGOM. Whoa!
That's way too long. We can't remember that.
Yeah.
What? You taking a mickey out of me? Never had a problem myself. Right then, let's just use the last bit, shall we?
Golm?
Golm?
Golem.
Come on, man, that's just Golem.
Well, I'll be buggered. Can't say I ever noticed that before.
Yeah.
Sure, it's a strange coincidence, isn't it?
Yeah. Alright, Golem, you said Alice Darling a little bit ago, right?
What? A gentleman can't say something nice to a pretty young bird, eh?
Does he almost sound like have like a sailor accent? I don't know. No, I don't care if you call her Darling. What I'm saying is, you called her Alice. How did you know her name? Yeah, that's a good question.
Oh, she ain't the only one of you lot whose name I know.
What?
I know who you are, Sigma, and you too, Luna.
Wait, what?
I'm right familiar with all 9 of you.
All 9 of us?
How?
Yeah, how'd you know about
You
us?
don't know?
No!
Oh, they got cameras all over this place.
They do? Wait, they do? So it is sort of like Danganronpa.
Well, then again, the lenses aren't much bigger than a screw.
Oh yeah, that's right, because this is in the future, and the cameras are very small.
And they're all hidden away, so I suppose I can't really blame you for missing them, you know?
Huh.
Now, as I was saying, there were these cameras, you see,
Yeah?
and all of the data they record gets sent off to the mainframe in real time.
Oh.
So, I just gave the main core a ring, got those videos, and now I know everything you've done.
Oh, about the known ring game and everything, right? Then,
Does that mean
You're Zero Junior?
what?
Cool, blimey. Are you bleeding serious?
I don't think so.
Oh, You gotta be off your box if you think I'm young Master Zero.
Wait, Master Zero? What? So wait, you serve Zero?
The young master is a right proper AI what supervises all the electronic bits and bobs in this place. My humble self, and those with the misfortune to be like me, are more akin to computer terminals who are merely borrowing a little bit of the central core.
I think I got all of that. So golems are kind of like Zero Jr.'s servants?
No, not quite, Governor, not quite. I'd say me and me mates here are more like arms and legs, right? Now, you lot don't have brains in your arms and legs, do you?
No?
Of course not.
No, I mean, the only brains that we have are in here.
Right you are, missus. It'd be all sorts of nasty if your elbows and that lumpy bit on your ankle was all packed with brains. Well, we're like your arms or legs. The Golem seat of consciousness, so to speak, ain't in the head.
Really?
Fact of the matter is, it's not anywhere in the body.
What?
Which makes a fellow wonder, where is it?
Yeah.
In the mainframe?
Spot on.
Okay, so it's the mainframe.
So that part of me what thinks is in the mainframe.
Hmm.
Everything this here body sees and hears and what have you, that all gets sent back there.
Really?
Then the mainframe does some sort of computery jiggery pokery and comes up with some decisions, and those decisions beget commands.
Well, that might make sense with the computer.
Now those commands are sent over the wireless like whoop whoop whoop, and eventually my body picks them up.
I see.
Finally, those commands cause actions what move the various bits in my body. That's why this thing's like a computer terminal, you see.
Okay.
The body's just an output device of sorts. If we were talking about one of them personal computers here, you could say a Golem's kind of like a monitor, right?
Why does this conversation almost sound like the one I had with Lotus in 999 when she was hacking the computer?
Huh? Oh, wait a minute. Then wouldn't that make you part of Zero Jr.?
Actually, yeah, that would, since he is a monitor. Well, sort of like a monitor.
Oh, I suppose you could say that. What with us sharing a mainframe and all. But I don't know shit all about this game he's running.
Okay, so he doesn't know about the notary game.
That part of the mainframe's locked away from the rest of us.
Okay.
I'm an independent core. Zero and I are two different blokes.
Okay.
You recollect what Golem stands for, huh?
Yeah.
I'm autonomous.
But if that's the case, your hands and feet analogy doesn't really make any sense. My arms and legs aren't autonomous. They don't just move on their own.
You sure, Governor? I watched you cross your arms just now.
With this? Huh?
And now you're frowning and your forehead's getting all wrinkly. Do you do these things on purpose?
No, it's just like it's like breathe. It's like breathing. I don't do breathing. It just happens.
Well, when you crossed your arms, were you thinking, right then, let's cross them, shall we?
No, it's just basically it's just like instinct. I mean, there's voluntary and involuntary muscles.
Curl on down then, mouth. Oh, and eyebrows. I'd be much obliged if you'd squeeze in a bit. There's a good pair of blokes. That's what you was thinking, innit? No? Didn't reckon so. I figure you did all of that subconsciously.
Exactly, subconsciously.
Ain't no man on earth who says to himself, feeling a mite nervous, I'll just twitch me leg around a bit, you know?
Well, he is right about that.
Who's thinking real hard about something and says to themselves, well, I think I'll just give the old loaf a scratch, that'll help.
Yeah.
How's about when you reach for your tea? When you turn a page in your book? Or what about when your eyes just go straight for the pair on that bird you fancy? Yeah, the list goes on, me chums. But all of those things are your subconscious at work.
That's true.
Well, true, when part of your body does something, it's because your brain said so.
Yeah.
But that don't mean your conscious mind is involved.
No.
Fact is, it can't be. If your brain had to deal with all the piddly bits of living, it'd make you balmy.
Yeah, it would be.
That's how us Golems and the young master get along.
Okay.
You got it all sorted now, chums?
I think so.
Then you're saying that Zero Jr. is the central part of the mainframe, and the golems are like his hands and feet?
Righto.
Okay.
Blimey. Guess I shouldn't be talking about such heavy rubbish, eh? My shoulders are all stiff.
You're a robot. How can your shoulders get stiff?
And you said your back hurt earlier. Are you just messing with us?
Yes, I did. And no, I ain't.
Huh.
Me back is alright mess, it is. Last maintenance check, they just left me here.
Okay.
I've been on this bed here for years.
Wait, for years?
The lubricant for me joints is all gummed up. Every time I move, it hurts.
I see.
But why did you wake up again after all this time?
Yeah.
Why do you think, love? 'Cause you lot turned me on, is why. Especially that other missus over there.
Okay, so I was right. That when we turned them on. Okay. Oh yeah, that button on top of the safe.
Right you are, Governor.
Can you come with us then? The others need to see this.
No, I can't. The more's a pity. I can only go as far as this cable here will let me.
I see. So you're connected.
I got internal batteries, but they're knackered. Matter of fact, that's why I was here for maintenance in the first place.
I see.
Yeah, same goes for these other blokes too. Of course, they ain't connected to a power cable like I am, so they aren't going anywhere anytime soon.
Okay. I see. So, you aren't gonna answer my question?
Huh? What question is that?
I asked you how your shoulders can get stiff if you're a robot.
Right, so you did. Not sure why you've got a bug up your arse about that particular issue, though.
Well, I mean, I guess it's not really important, but I'm just curious, I suppose.
Curious, are you? Oh, that's a good word, that is. A good, powerful word. The kind of word that will set any robot's heart to flutter. Let's get you sorted then, shall we? Just lend me your lords and peers for a tick. So, how can a robot get stiff shoulders?
Yeah.
And what does pain mean to a robot?
Yeah.
Tell me, Guff, you ever heard of the Chinese room?
The Chinese room? Without waiting for an answer, Golem launched into his explanation. Somewhere, a pretty young girl is trapped in a tiny room. Who is that? Wait a minute, does that almost look like Luna? The door of the room has a slot that a number of Chinese people outside the room can use to slip slips of paper to the girl. On the pieces of paper are questions written, naturally, in Chinese. Unfortunately, the young lady has no idea what the questions say. But then, how could she? She's never learned Chinese. Apart from a Hong Kong action movie or two in college, she's never heard of it. So, for this unfortunate young lady, each note looks like nothing more than a bunch of strange symbols. Before she was locked away, she was given an order. Specifically, she was told to write an appropriate response to each question she received and slip that answer back through the slot. Once the Chinese questions begin to show up, however, she finds herself at a loss. Oh dear, she says to herself, Why? I can't read these at all! Whatever am I to do? It is at that moment she spots a bookshelf. The bookshelf is filled with thick books. Upon examining them, she discovers that they are some sort of Chinese phrase books. They have no explanation of what anything means, but show Chinese responses to Chinese questions. Am I supposed to use these? The questions keep coming. More and more and more of them. She finds the set of characters that correspond to the set of characters on the paper and carefully writes out the indicated response. So it's sort of like writing it out like, How's it going? It's awful. Please get me out of here. Are you hungry? Yes, I am. I haven't eaten anything since breakfast. Here they give her some twice-cooked pork. Are you full? Yes, although I don't think my stomach liked it very much. Do you have a boyfriend? Yes, I'm dating a reggae dancer. When was your first kiss? When I was 14. He was a grade ahead of me in school. What color? What? Black? What's the first thing you're going to do when you get out of this room? Beat the stuffing out of whoever's sending me these questions with a pan you cooked that twice cooked pork in. All these questions were written in Chinese, and the answers were also written in Chinese. All the young lady did was accurately copy the symbols from the phrase books onto the slips of paper, with no idea what any of it meant. Incidentally, she doesn't have a dancer boyfriend. In fact, she never even kissed the boy. Also, she's wearing white underwear. What? Anyway.
Yes?
Is there any particular reason this girl is, pretty? Or why we need to know what color underwear she's wearing?
Can't say there is. This tickles me fancy, I guess.
Okay then.
But the prettier the bird is, the more fun the story is, isn't it?
Exactly. Wait, what?
What?
What? Wait, what? Okay, this was... Okay.
Right. Well,
Anyways.
what I wanted to say was this. All them Chinese blokes outside the room didn't know nothing about them books what she had.
Okay.
So it follows that they would have thought whoever was inside spoke Chinese just like them.
I see.
You see? After all, far as I can tell, they're having a nice little chinway with one of their countrymen.
Okay, interesting, but what does that have to do with your shoulders? Or a robot feeling pain?
You thick? I feel pain when my body's having a spot of bother.
Okay.
Well, hold up, mate, this ain't right. We keep this up and we're buggered. If things go really pear-shaped, we'll be brown bread. So says the central computer to itself, seeing that things are a bit bollocksed. In the interest of extricating my body from this unpleasant predicament, the mainframe sends out a signal over the wireless. And my software interprets that signal as pain, and I stop doing whatever daft thing I was doing.
Okay, so it's sort of like the nervous system.
It's the same, innit? Just like the Chinese room.
So you're saying the robots feel pain differently than humans, right?
Okay.
Use your loaf, missy. You listen to a word I've said. A human feels pain when you do something you shouldn't, like sit your bum down on a tack, right?
Right.
Same thing for us robots.
Actually, yeah, that is like the nervous system. It's sort of like sending a telegram to the brain saying, ouch.
If you feel like being clever about it, there ain't really that much different between a human and a robot. Forget all about that mainframe and signal box, and us golems ain't that different from the bird in the room. So think about it now. How do you know humans ain't the same just without all the electronic-y pony, eh? What if, when someone asks you a question, all you're doing is pulling out the right answer from some sort of phrase book in your brain? Ain't no way to prove that, of course, but as far as I can see, there ain't no reason to. I mean, it's all the same, innit?
I think.
If you're actually a thinking creature, or if you're just some kind of language processing machine. All what matters is if the person next to you does what a human ought. Looks like a person, acts like a person, and talks like a person, then it's probably a person. You want to live a normal life? That's all you need to know.
Hey, can I ask you something? Okay.
Lay it on me, Governor.
Why did you stop us?
Ah, right you are, mate. Right you are. Got so carried away I near forgot. Haven't seen anyone for yonks, and I got a mite excited is all.
Oh, okay, I see.
Just spit it out.
Right. Well, there was something I wanted to tell you, lad.
And what is that?
What was it?
Patience, darling. Now, I know I might look a bit out of sorts in a moment, but I ain't really supposed to.
Really?
Same thing for the rest of the blokes here. Fact is, the reason we look a bit like skeletons is because we are a bit like skeletons.
So I was right, you are Terminators! Well, sort of, but... So wait, you are, like, given, like, a human skin or something?
There's this special artificial biological tissue what's called ABT. When a golem's all new and shiny, they've got a nice suit of ABT over that metal skeleton. Makes us look right human, it does.
So I was right, Terminators.
Even feels like real skin, with pores, a little bit of hair, and a few pimples, scars and the like.
Really?
Truth to tell, I doubt you'd be able to tell the real from the fake, even if it was right in front of you. See, right in the middle
Of what? Right in the middle of what?
Command violation.
Uh-oh.
Rogue processes detected.
Uh-oh.
Product ID GTMCMGOLM.
Oh no.
Executing emergency deactivation.
Golem! No!
Unit GTMCMGOLM. Now inactive.
Golem!
No other rogue processes detected in additional Golem platforms. Returning to surveillance mode.
Oh. Zero was watching us. Oh. Did Zero just shut him down?
It looks like it.
Damn it!
Wonder what he was trying to tell us.
Yeah, I wonder about that as well.
See, right in the middle of...
Right in the middle of what? Yeah, right in the middle of what?
An ambidex gate has been opened.
Oh no, not this again.
45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Here we go again. What the hell?
Someone on the other team must have opened it.
Yeah. Shit, why would they do that?
We have to hurry.
Right. Let's go. Well, at least we're nearby, so that's good. But what was Golem trying to say to us? Was he trying to give us something about, like, a part of the game or something? I don't know. I mean, as I was right, it were Terminators. Well, they were like Terminators, but they're not Terminators, which is good. Is it Dio again who opened it this time? It has to be. Well, I'll say, back again. Excuse me. We pushed through the bag magenta door and ran into the warehouse. There stood Phi, Dio, and Kay. Hey! What the hell, guys?
Why did you open the AB gate before everyone got back?
I apologize. We only turned away for a moment.
Okay, so once again, it was Dio.
Dio opened it.
You got a problem with that?
Of course we do.
Yeah.
Why? I don't remember us all promising we wouldn't open the thing until everyone showed up.
This isn't about promises. Are you stupid or just an asshole? Probably the latter.
Probably both.
Or that.
We were able to get back here in time. But what about the others?
Yeah, what about Tenmyoji, Quark, and...
Tenmyoji, Quark, and Clover.
Clover,
are still
there we go.
Out there somewhere.
Yeah.
What were you planning to do if they didn't get back in time?
Yeah.
Nothing. Why would I have to do anything? Did you hear the voice? Anybody who doesn't get back in time to vote just gets their vote automatically set to ally.
Well, we got a piece of paper here.
It's pretty straightforward to me.
Yeah, but you got this piece of paper here and it says, and people who don't vote will get penalized.
So what if they don't get back in time? They'll all get set to ally and all three of them will get 2 BP. Sounds like a sweet deal to me. Tenmyoji's only got 1 BP. I figure he'll be pretty happy to get 2 more. And that'll put Quark and Clover up close to 9. So that's not too bad for them either. In other words, they ought to be thanking me.
Didn't you guys find a note?
What? What's this?
We found it in our safe. Read it.
Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option.
Go on.
If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized.
Exactly.
In other words, 1 person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. What the hell, man? This wasn't in our room.
It wasn't?
Back me up here, guys.
He's right.
There was no such note in our safe.
Oh, well, damn. That's a bummer. I'd never have opened the gate if I'd known about this.
Okay. Really?
Of course.
I'm worried about the others.
Yeah.
If time runs out, they'll...
They'll be penalized, yes.
Oh no.
I know.
Quark is part of that team.
Yeah.
Maybe something happened with him.
Maybe. He seemed a little off before we headed into the chromatic doors.
This is bad.
Hey. Wait a minute. Where's Alice? Wait, what, huh? Where did she go? She was here just a minute ago. Did she leave us? Excuse me. Wait, what's she doing there? It took me only a moment to spot her. She was several yards away and kneeling down to look at something on the floor. What was she looking at? I couldn't tell. I was about to head over there and see what was going on when... Oh, they're back! Oh no. Quark's missing again? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hey guys!
Quark! Has Quark been here?
Nope.
Did something happen to him?
He disappeared.
Disappeared? What do you mean?
I mean, he's gone. We can't find him anywhere.
Excuse me.
When was the last time you saw him?
We were heading back here.
Tenmyoji and I went into the lounge, but Quark didn't follow us.
He didn't?
We turned around and started calling for him, but...
When he didn't respond, we ran back the way we'd come.
And you couldn't find him?
What?
Right.
We thought maybe he just hadn't seen us go into the lounge.
So we checked the crew quarters and the infirmary.
And?
But he wasn't there either.
Oh no. Not this again.
All right. We need to split up.
Right.
If we can't find him in any of the floor A rooms, we'll move to floor B.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to go tell Alice.
Okay,
You
Clover.
guys go on ahead.
Okay. Right, you do that. Okay. So let's look at the crew quarters first. Hey! Quark! Quark! Nope. Nope. Nothing there. Nope. Nope. No. He's not here. I checked both rooms.
He's not in the other two either. There's no one here.
Temioji and Kay are in the lounge, and Dio and Luna should be checking the infirmary.
Right. Okay, let's leave that to them and head to floor B.
Right. Excuse me. But yeah, but this is definitely different from the previous one. Do. You went through the red door with Dio and Kay, right?
Yeah, so?
What was on the other side of that door?
You want to see it?
Yeah. Maybe Quark went there.
Fine. Follow me.
So if I remember correctly, that was the pantry, right? Yeah, it was right. This is...
The pantry.
Pantry?
That drawer over there is stuffed with processed food.
Okay.
Wasn't half bad, actually.
Huh. You ate it?
Yeah. There was some paella, nasi goreng, schnitzel, yukejang, borscht, and tom kha gai. Oh, and I ate the chef's pasta, too.
Okay, that sounds good. That's a lot of food.
Can't help it. I'm a growing girl.
How old are you?
20, I think.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Just stop. I don't even know where to start here. What? 1. By the time you hit 20, you're done growing. 2. You think? You should be old enough to know how old you are. 3. How on earth are you 20? You look like you're 13 if you're... What? I can't believe you're only 2 years younger than me. Really?
Now that's funny.
Okay, so Sigma is 22.
You must have done a lot of drugs to look like that at 22.
Oh, give me a break, you little punk.
Don't call me little. I'm an adult, you dried up asshole.
Ugh, fine, whatever. So, this place has enough food to keep people alive for a few years, huh? Looks like this stuff isn't going to expire anytime soon.
Yeah, the use-by date is about 100 years from now.
How about water?
There's a tank over there. It looks like they're pulling it out of some kind of well.
Is it safe?
Well, since Dio isn't rolling around on the floor in agonizing pain, I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's okay.
You made him drink it to make sure it was safe?
I guess you could say that.
So, you ate all the food without a second thought, but the water struck you as a possibly dangerous?
No, I was careful with the food, too. Dio had some of it first, and it seemed fine, so I...
Okay. Wait,
Oh.
what?
I almost forgot.
What is it? What?
I ate something else.
What?
Twice cooked pork.
Twice cooked pork! Oh, for goodness sake! Why the hell are you shouting about that? Wait a minute. Twice cooked pork?
What is it?
Well, it just reminded me of something.
Reminded you of what?
This might seem hard to believe at...
Bullshit.
Oh, come on. At least let me tell you first. Alright. Let me tell you about the robot. I explained how we found a room called the Golem Bay on the other side of the green door, and how we met a robot there named Gaulem who told a very interesting story. And she might not believe me.
I see. So the Golem guy was turned off just when he was about to tell you something.
Yeah.
So the last thing he said was, see you right in the middle of...
Yeah.
Right in the middle. Middle could be from Middle Kingdom, which is another name for China.
It could be. Well, this was utterly pointless.
Really? I don't think so.
What do you mean? Please explain.
Well, maybe he was trying to say that this game is like the Chinese room. In
Really?
other words...
In other words, what?
Sigma! Phi!
Luna!
There you are. I've been looking all over for you.
What's going on?
Something bad. Something really
Oh
bad.
no, not this again. So wait. This time, it's Luna who's alive. Well, come on, spill it.
Alice is...
Oh no, Alice!
Just come with me. She's in the crew quarters.
Oh no. Oh no. Not again. Not again! Not again. What? No. This isn't real. All I could hear were Zero's words echoing in my ears. Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off. If you've never been in turbulence, it's hard to explain. If you've never been in turbulence, it's hard to explain. You feel the sudden alien weightlessness of a long fall, and just for a moment you're painfully aware of the fact that you are thousands of feet above the earth in a flimsy machine made by fallible men, kept aloft by a scientific principle that nobody actually understands. If you've never seen a friend dead, it's hard to explain, but it's a little like that. I knelt down beside Alice's body and pressed a shaking hand to her throat. No pulse. Her skin had already turned pale. The thing in front of me looked like a human being, but it wasn't being a human any longer. Why had this happened? I knelt there for several long moments, staring blankly ahead. My throat burned and my chest was tight, but I forced myself to take 3 progressively calmer breaths, then stood. I clenched my fist, took one last breath, and turned. Who found her first?
Me. I was looking for Quark on floor B and couldn't find him. So I came back here and, well, you know the rest. Hey, what's that look supposed to mean? You better not be thinking I did it.
Maybe so.
Well, suspicion often falls on the first to discover a crime.
Yeah.
Fuck that. She'd already been murdered when I got here.
How do you know she was murdered?
Yeah.
What? Come on, it's obvious. She's got a knife sticking out of her chest. Does that look like an accident or a suicide to you?
How do you know the weapon was a knife?
Yeah.
What?
Actually, yeah, how do you know about that, Dio?
All you can see from here is the handle.
Yeah.
For all you know, it could have been an ice pick or some kind of tool.
Right.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true, but I mean, come on. Who wouldn't look at that and assume it's a knife? And it's not fair to suspect someone just because they happen to be the first one to find the body. If you want to be like that, then the last person to see Alice is the person you should be looking at.
Who was the last person to see her?
Yeah.
I need to go tell Alice.
Clover?
You guys go on ahead.
What?
Alice,
Clover.
why?
What?
This wasn't supposed to happen.
Wasn't supposed to. Wait, what? What do you mean wasn't supposed to happen?
You promised me we'd catch them together.
Wait, what are you talking about? So wait, what are you talking about, Clover? You promised we catch them together?
Don't do this.
What? Clover.
I can't trust them anymore.
What?
It could have been any one of them. They killed you, Alice. I can't forgive them for that. I'm going to get revenge.
Don't, Clover, don't. Look, I've been in. I've seen that. I've seen what you've done with revenge beforehand. Okay, I've been through 999. I've seen that. I've seen when you went for revenge, you completely snapped.
I'll find out who killed you, and I'll.
Hey, Clover. Hey, Clover.
Shut up! Don't you talk to me! I'm sorry, Alice.
Her voice shook as she spoke. Before anyone can say anything, she turned and ran out of the room.
Wait! Clover, come back!
Tenmyoji took off in pursuit, and I made to follow when...
It's pointless. Even if you caught up to her, she'd never tell you anything.
Huh?
Think it through. There are two possibilities. Either Clover killed her, or she didn't.
I don't think she did.
If the former is true, then I doubt she would confess. If the latter is true, then I imagine she'll be just as reticent.
Yeah,
After all, Alice and Clover seem to know each other.
that's true.
In fact, they seem quite close.
Yeah.
It seems safe to assume that Clover is currently very suspicious of all of us.
Yeah, I believe that. I mean, she had been suspicious of everyone, even when her brother disappeared.
I doubt she would open up to anyone right now.
Yeah.
You seem pretty calm. Did you do it?
I don't think so.
Not again. Well, if you really want to suspect me, please, go ahead.
Wait a minute. Alice had that... Oh, that's right. I remember Alice having that... sort of like that key.
I'm beginning to feel rather accustomed to it. I would ask you to consider my motive for killing Alice. Specifically, the fact that I have none.
Well, yes, but none of us do.
Yeah.
None of us have ever met Alice before, right? So why would we want to kill her?
Exactly.
You are correct. But only if the murder had a motive beyond, well, murder.
What do you mean?
Do you remember when we found the old woman?
Yeah?
It seemed clear that her killer was Zero Senior, and that they were one of us. There is every reason to think the same person murdered Alice. Perhaps this person plans to kill us one by one. Perhaps the entire nonary game is just window dressing.
What?
Perhaps the only reason we are here is so that Zero Senior can kill us at his leisure, in a world of his own creation.
Why would anyone do such a horrible thing?
Yeah.
Presumably, because they enjoy killing. Zero Senior seems to be rather disturbed.
Exactly. Hold on a minute. That doesn't mean they're one of us. There could be a tense person hiding out somewhere.
No,
What? Well, why not?
there's no way Zero Jr. wouldn't notice that. And if he did notice, I really don't think he'd just let something like that slide.
But isn't Zero Jr. just an AI without a body? What could he do?
Yeah.
Maybe. But Zero Senior has a body.
That's true.
Do you think they'd really just let a 10th unwanted participant just run around murdering people?
No. Well, what if the 10th person is Zero Senior?
Not possible. At least not so long as we assume Zero Jr.'s statement to be the truth. Do you remember?
Yeah.
He made it quite clear that the real Zero was one of us.
Right. I thought about what Kay had said. If the killer was Zero Senior, then who could be the killer? Dio? Luna? Kay, perhaps? Or maybe Clover? There was always Tenmyoji. Fi, maybe? No, it couldn't be her. I had been with Fi the whole time we were looking for Quark. There was no way she could have slipped away to stab Alice in the chest. Wait a minute. There was one person I'd forgotten. Quark. It seemed like a bit of a stretch to think a kid could kill someone of Alice's size, though. That meant there were 5 real suspects. Dio, Luna, Kay, Clover, and Tenmyoji. Where had Quark gone?
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game
Oh
polling
no.
closes.
10 minutes?
All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Oh no.
Apparently Zero doesn't feel like this is worth stopping the game for. A blunt but effective way to make the point.
What do you mean?
We should get to the warehouse. It seems clear he feels no compunction about killing us, should we disobey the rules. As such, I recommend we follow them.
The others filed out of the room. I turned to face Alice. Alice. I'll find out who did this to you. I promise. I felt my stomach settle back into its normal configuration, and the fire in my chest melted the icy hand from my spine. I stood up straight, gave Alice one last nod, and walked after the others, leaving my regrets lying on the cold floor. Great.
Hey, look. 2 of the AB gates are closed already.
What?
Probably Tenmyoji and Clover.
Maybe.
Wasn't he a pair? Doesn't Quark need to go with him?
Yeah.
As long as one person in each pair is there, it should be okay.
Yeah.
Sharing their destiny, huh?
That's right.
Pretty much.
That's good news for you, Sigma. After all, you're a pair, but your partner is... well, I'd rather not say it.
Yeah. I know.
Good luck for you, huh, Luna?
What?
Oh yeah, because she's a solo.
I don't understand what you mean.
Well, if Alice was still alive, you'd have a hard time choosing Betray. She only had 1 BP left.
That's right.
If you'd picked Betray, you could have killed her. Of course, that's not really a problem now.
Dude!
Stop that, Dio.
Yeah.
I would have chosen Ally regardless. I mean... Sigma's going to be my opponent.
Yeah.
And I trust him.
Really?
Haha. This is interesting. One of you guys picks Betray, you're gonna get a show.
Dio!
Seriously, Dio.
Ignore him. How do you and Phi plan to vote?
You even gotta ask? Ally. Of course. Right, Fi?
I don't know about that. It's a difficult question.
What?
Well, if we choose ally and Kay chooses the opposite, then he'll have 9 points. He can go through the number 9 door whenever he wants. But it's not as simple as just choosing betray either.
Yeah,
If Kay decides to ally for some reason, then you'd end up with 9 points.
right.
So we should both choose ally. Seems easy to me.
Either both choose ally or both choose betray.
You're planning on betraying me, aren't you, Dio? As soon as you go through that door, it will be only the two of you in that room. I've no doubt you could overpower Fi, if you had the desire to.
Oh, give me a little credit. No one has more gentle points than me. You think someone of my stature would resort to violence? The nerve.
Actually, yeah.
What?
This is just a thought, but why don't all of you promise to choose betray? Then you wouldn't have to worry about anything.
Yeah.
If you knew the other person was going to betray you, you'd have no choice but to do the same.
Right.
That seems pretty negative for you, Luna.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Nothing to apologize for.
Yeah.
We appreciate your suggestion and we'll take it into consideration. But unfortunately, I don't think it's a very good idea. See, my goal is to beat this game.
Right.
But Fi,
Maybe that wasn't the best way to put it. When I say I want to beat it, I mean defeat it. Completely. I want to get us all out of here.
Right. Me too.
We haven't beat the nonary game until we're all out of this place.
Yeah.
I guess we won't all be getting out anymore, though.
What?
oh,
Oh,
I
right.
mean Alice.
Yeah.
Yeah. At any rate, all of us choosing betray every time is hardly ideal.
It is.
We'd never escape.
No. Then what are you going to do?
Kay needs to choose ally. It's the only way.
How will you make sure I do that? I have no guarantee that she'll choose ally as well.
Would you do it if I could give you that guarantee?
Well, yes, I suppose so.
You promise?
Yes.
Good. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Dio,
Huh?
there's someone behind you.
What?
The moment Dio turned his head, Fi was off. With seemingly superhuman strength, she leapt through the air, across the room, and through the AB gate. Oh, nice trickery there, Fi.
You bitch! God damn it, Fi! Open this fucking door!
He pounded on the door, screaming, but it showed no signs of opening again.
Fuck!
He gave the door one last slam for good measure, then ran to the next open one. Uh-oh.
Invalid pair detected.
Oh, that's not good.
Please retry with valid partner. Members of a pair cannot vote in separate rooms.
What? Why the fuck not?
It's against the rules.
This is against the rules. How am I supposed to vote?
You're supposed to go in only one room. I mean, that's how a pair is. I mean, a pair share one destiny.
This is bullshit.
I see. This is how Fi can guarantee your choice. Dio can't vote now, so the chance that Fi will choose ally just went way up. After all, if you pick ally and she betrays you, then
Dio will have 9 points.
yeah. Exactly.
But don't you think Vi might be worried that Kay will break his promise? After all, if he can be pretty sure that Vi is going to choose Ally, then...
You needn't worry. Her plan is very clever.
Yeah.
I will definitely choose Ally.
Minutes remain until
crap.
polling closes.
Not this again.
We don't have much time left.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Right.
Okay. Sigma?
Yeah.
You are going to choose Ally, right?
Of course. You both have 5 BP right now. Even if I did betray you, I only get 3 points. That's not enough to escape. So I have to wait until the next round anyway. Make sense?
Oh, I see.
Huh?
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
Okay then.
Anyway, you promised.
Yeah.
You have to choose Ally.
Right. I will. Okay then. Alright, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna pause right here because that's gonna be all the time I have to take for this video. Okay, so that is a really interesting conversation with Gaulem, and yeah. I mean the conversation they talked about with the Chinese room is really intriguing. But yeah, I mean, what could he mean in the middle of what? In the middle of what? Oh yeah, that's right, in this timeline, we did not go into Warehouse B. But I wonder... Well, at least Cork will be safe for now since... since 10 Miyoji is in the Ambidex gate. Well, Ambidex room. Okay then, so, yeah. So in the next episode, we'll be choosing whether to ally or betray Luna, and from what I remember, I think that leads up to 2 different timelines as well. But we'll see what happens, how long each one is, whether the ally one is a bit longer or the betray one. I don't know how long each one is, but we'll see what happens in the next episode. But once again, this is gonna be all the time I have to take for this episode, but don't go away, it's not plenty of more. Zero Escape, Virtue's Last Reward. So look forward to more soon. So stay tuned for more. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to check out my other Zero Escape Let's Play videos, and also check out my other Let's Play series where I do all kinds of gaming genres, including, well, side-scrolling games, 2D games, action-adventure games, racing games, fighting games, visual novel games, horror games, as well as many other games. And also check out my other content where I do reviews, discussions, reactions, top 10s, voice impressions, challenges, and theories. And if this is the type of content you enjoy watching and want to keep up to date for all the latest videos, please hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell on. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Speedstreak out.